What is the application? Any one of you can answer.
So it's kind of program.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, any one of you can explain what is an application?
So it's kind of pre-program to do such a thing.
It's kind of a pre-program to do something. Venugopal, what is application?
Application is a computer program. It is like a software program.
You guys are using Zomato, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So Zomato is an application.
Yeah.
What is kind of a application? What does a business do? Food delivery, correct?
Yes.
You use Ola for a cab service.
Yes. Sir.
Ola is an application, which means application means that is something doing a business in a real world and generating a revenue. So first of all, you need to understand what is application before you learn any technology in the IT industry. Application is a something which is doing a business online and fulfilling the requirement of the customer for a particular cost. Is it clear? For example,
Yes.
ICICIbank.com. So ICICI Bank is an application which is a banking domain which is fulfilling the banking service requirements. You got it? Now, what is the cab services? Ola. Food delivery? Zomato. I'm just trying to give you an example so that you can understand first of all what is an application. Anything that is fulfilling your requirement, just clicking by an app or just by clicking on a website, that is an application. Is that clear?
Yes.
If you talk about the projects in US, UK, okay, what are the applications they have? Something called Walmart. Walmart is a retail business. Like in India, you have a DMart, right?
Yes.
In the same way, in US, you have something called Walmart. Walmart is a
Wow.
retail entity which will help to do the grocery shopping and everything. And you have something like Bank of America. This is a banking domain. JP Morgan Chase, JPMC.
Mm.
So this is a banking domain again. So Bank of America is a banking domain. JP Morgan Chase is a banking. The Franklin Templeton. This is an investment side business. Okay. Anyone can be your client. Either it is Bank of America, either it is JP Morgan, either it is a Franklin Templeton, WSI, William Sonoma. This can be your client. Anything. Okay. You understand first of all what is an application now?
Yes.
If I want my application to be up and running fine, or if I want my business so that I can understand the application is built on what code, first question will come on. Application is built on which code? Either it is Java, either it is .NET, either it is Python. It can be anything. Okay. Developer can build the code on any kind of a language. So once the developer build the code, what is the next job? What is the next job? The next job is to build the code. Once they give you the code, You have to build the code. When I say build the code means converting that code into a var file. Previously, before DevOps, what was happening is developers will build the var file and give it to application team, and this particular var file will be deployed in your middleware tools, middleware application servers. Okay, and middleware application servers are like WebLogic, WAS, Tomcat. Okay, this is what picture before DevOps. So once the DevOps comes into the picture, what is happening here is developer will write the code. Operations guy, what he's going to do? Build the code, build and deploy also you can say. So what is a DevOps here? DevOps guy is the combination of role development plus operations. When I say development plus operation, is he going to write the code? No. Developer itself is going to write the code. DevOps guy is simply going to build the code by using build tools. So he need to be familiar with the build tools. What is a build tool for Java? What is a build tool for .NET? What is a build tool for Python? So the next question is Java build tool is Maven. Okay. For .NET, what is the tool? MS Build. What is a build tool for Python? PA. That's how it works. Okay. So now, before we coming here to DevOps point of view, first of all, we need to understand what is an application. Application means something online which is resolving the customer need. Either the service can be a cab service can be a food delivery, service can be a banking, retail, insurance, healthcare, it can be anything. So I first explain you some examples of applications in India like a food delivery, cab service, banking. Then I explain you about something in on-site market like Walmart, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Franklin Templeton, Williams. These are the multiple clients. There's n number of clients. Okay. Their business will run online if their application is healthy and running. You got the point?
Yes.
If the application is healthy, then only they're able to access online and then only they're able to do the business. Now, if the developer is writing the code in Java, they have to use Maven. If the developer is writing the code in .NET, they have to use MS Build. If the developer is writing the code in Python, they have to know the build tool called PIP. I'll explain you in detail how to build the code and all. Okay. So basically, before DevOps, what was happening? Developers used to give the var file to the application middleware team, and this middleware team used to deploy in a WebLogic, WAS, or Tomcat. So these are the application servers. Okay. Now, after DevOps coming into the picture, developers will simply write the code. After that, this guy, operations guy, which means a DevOps person, he's a build and deploy. He'll do the job of both build, deploy, and he'll run the test cases as well. And how he is going to do that? With the help of pipeline. Okay. So any questions here so far?
So DevOps guy needs to know about coding or
No need. No need.
okay.
No need means how can we test?
Sorry, come again.
No, coding is no need means DevOps guy. How can we test and how can we deploy?
How can he build means he use a Maven tool. The Maven tool have a commands. He just need to know about this command. MVN lifecycle commands. You have commands for this. If you know the commands, that is enough, and how to use the tool, that is enough. See, basically, there will be a developer role in DevOps also. DevOps guy only going to build and deploy, whereas developer role is still there. Developer is going to build the code, write the code, and give it to operations guy. Then he build the code and deploy. You no need to know about the coding because developer role is still there. You got the point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us and now you're clear on the DevOps role, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now let me explain about the team members, how the architecture is. There is a one person called business analyst. What this guy used to do, he'll talk to stakeholders. Stakeholders means the person who has invested in the business. Okay. Now imagine we are talking about some banking application. Okay. In banking application, there's a many sectors like a credit card, loans, home loans, personal loan. Like this, different sections will be there, correct? Now, these stakeholders want to improve the sales, want to improve the person who is going to take the loans. So they are going to come up with the changes in their application. Okay. Now they'll talk to business analyst. Hey boss, can we make some additional changes to the website? There is a sale going on. We can give a 2% discount if the transactions are more than like 2 lakhs. Something like that. Just imagine, I'm just trying to give you an example. Now the business analyst, what he will do, he'll plan something for a website changes. And as per that plan, there is a something work will start like a sprint planning. What is a sprint means? Time frame which you are going to complete your task. If you are a developer or if you are an operations guy or if you are a whatever it is, the DB guy, whatever it is. Okay. Basically, in a real-time environment, sprint is equal to 2 weeks of a time frame. Sprint is equal to 2 weeks of time frame. So they will give you 2 weeks of a time frame for a developer to build the code. After that, they'll give the 2 weeks of a time for a operations guy to build the code, to run the test cases, to deploy. Again, who will write the test cases? Again, testing team will write the test cases. They will give the commands, whatever they have run it locally in their machines. And these commands are going to be added as part of a pipeline. That's how it is. So sprint means this business analyst talk to the stakeholders and take the business requirement and he'll plan the work. Okay, within next 2 weeks, my team is going to do task 1, task 2, task 3, like that. Am I clear?
Yes.
Any questions, Venugopal?
No.
Task 1, 2 weeks. I am giving this work to Venugopal. As Venugopal is a developer. Task 2. Okay, until unless Venugopal as a developer complete his work, operations guy is not going to have anything. Operations guy job is, okay, developer is working on Java code. Then what do I have to do? I have to build the code, correct? What is the build code? If he is building the
I,
code on Java, then he has to use build tool called Maven, right? Then he has to be ready with the Maven lifecycle commands. If Venugopal is working on .NET code, then in that case, the operations guy, what he has to do? He has to deal with MS build. If he is working on .NET, he just need to know what is the command for .NET. You're getting my point? Now, imagine there is a sprint 1. In sprint 1, task 1 is given for a developer and he has successfully write the code. Okay. After that, task 2, operations guy is going to build and deploy. So now, when the developer builds the code, where he manages the code, that is a big question. You have something called Git
servers,
or GitHub in as a source code management. Venugopal, do you know this tool? As you are
Yes,
as you aware of development, right? So I hope you are
yes,
familiar with this tool, correct?
yes,
Now, for a developers, this tool is really important. So what is this guy is going to do, Mahesh? They are going to manage the code. Normally, where you are going to save your data? Tell me. Data is going to store in a file, correct? Where the
yes,
files are going to store? In the folder, correct? This is something a basic architecture in your Windows. In the same way, if you talk about in Linux or something, here also it is same. Data will go to file will go to folder. Like this, in a real-time environment, if you have some code, from where to where the code has to go? For example, in my environment, I have a multiple environments like development, QA, UAT, pre-prod, and then prod. I cannot push the code directly to the production, which is live environment. No, you cannot. So once the developer write the code, once the code is built, and once the code is successfully available to deploy, then in that case, what you need to do, you have to move the code from your local branch first of all. Local branch, which means on your system, you first create a branch here, which is called as a future branch. In the future branch, you will write some code. Okay. Now, after writing this code, what you gonna do?
send to queue,
yes,
Send it to development branch. From development branch, the code goes to QA. From
yes,
QA, it goes to UAT. From UAT, it goes to pre-prod. From pre-prod, it goes to prod. You got the point? This is how the cycle follows. So first of all, you should have how many environments you is there in your project. Development, QA, UAT, pre-prod, and then production. If the developer is building the code, where he gonna manage the code? That is considered as a source code management, which is a Git or GitHub. So if I am the developer one, if Mahesh is a developer two, and Venugopal is a developer three, we three are the developers in our team. If we are working on three different future branches, I am working on future one in my local. He is working on future one in his local. And the third person is working on in his future branch local. Now, when we push the code, what will happen? When I first push the code and the other two persons is having the older code, whereas the master is going to have a updated code. Correct? I am one step above than you. There is some basic troubleshooting required when multiple developers are working, how the code moves from one branch to another. We will see in upcoming sections. So basically, we just need to know about GitHub tool. Okay. What you're gonna learn in this tool? First, you need to have an account in GitHub. Okay. You need to know how to create a repository. What is a repository? Once you create a repository, then you should know how to pull the code. Once you pull the code, then what you should know? What is the additional changes you have to do? There is something called Git initialization. Z is not typing in my machine, so please ignore it. Git initialization. When I say git initialization, there is some basic commands: git add dot, then git commit -am. Then I have to say m1 or a message one. Then I say git push. So these are my regular day-to-day activities as part of the DevOps requirement. If developer is asking to do any changes to the DevOps guy, and before the deployment or after the deployment, if there is any issues has been identified, developer will give you the changes, and that particular changes you have to make it to reflect those changes in your branch. You have to use these commands: git add, commit, and push. Am I clear here so far? Any questions, both of you?
No, sir.
So what I'm going to do, the next step is I'm going to open my GitHub account, okay, which I already have my account in GitHub. Venugopal, do you have a account in GitHub?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let me open.
So, can I share?
So there is something called https github.com, okay.
Yeah.
This is the URL that you have to use to create your account. So I'm going to give it to you, Mahesh. You have to create your own account. Just give a sign in, give your Gmail address. Your basic repository will get created. Okay.
Okay.
So what I have done is, let me have a quick walkthrough here. As soon as you log in here, what will happen? There is something called many options over here. Okay. So I'm not going to look into all these things. See, this is your profile. Okay. So your profile, your repositories, your projects, your stars. Slowly, once you get a look and feel, you will understand the tool very bit clear on this. So let me go to basic things, go to settings. So my first agenda is I am going to create a repository, new repository. I am going to create a demo batch 04 DevOps. Okay. This is my
So is it
repository name. This is my
hello?
name of the repository which I am giving. Okay. I'm just writing the description for my repository. This repository is for Mahesh and Venu Gopal. I can write anything, okay? I'm just trying to give something. Create a new repository, okay? If there is something called here, add a README file. By default, so I'm just selecting on, create a repository. This is how your repository got created. You have something called README file. See
Ready.
here, you have only one branch. Okay. Main branch only is there. What do you mean by main branch? Which means a live
Master.
environment, production. Live is equal to main is equal to production. Okay. Am I clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I am now, as per our plan, how many branches we have? Development, QA, UAT, pre-production, and then production. Correct. So what I am saying here for you, production is equal to main. Correct. PRD is equal to main. So I need to create a branches, right? So I'll go to click on view all branches. Do you see the option here? New branch. Say yes or no, guys. I can't proceed without you guys are saying yes or no.
Yeah, yes, sir.
My session should be bi-directional communication. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is our plan here? Our
We
plan
have to
is to
create
create a
four
branch.
other branch.
These branches, development, QA, UAT, pre-production, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 branches I have to create. So that's why what I have done here, I'll go back again. I'll go back to repositories, demo batch 04. This is my repositories. I don't have any other branches apart from main. So that's why I'm clicking on view all branches. So I'm clicking on a new branch. What is a new branch? Development. Okay.
Okay.
Batch 04. So what is the source here? From where the what is the source? When you create a new branch, the new branch always will ask source. The source is main again. In a main branch, what files we have? We have only readme file, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to create a new branch. So I'll go back to my repo again. I'll go back to here, drill drop down. See, earlier I used to see only main. Now I'm seeing main and dev branch batch 04, correct? Now what is the
Yes.
next branch I have to create? QA.
Batch 3.
Yeah.
QA, right? So I'll go to view all branches. I'll go to again a new branch. QA batch 04.
Zero for already. Okay. QA batch 04.
Yeah, batch 04 is common. Okay.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. Hello. Sorry, there was a call, guys. So I have created a two branches. Okay.
Okay.
How many branches I have created?
Two
2.
branches.
So development QA. What is our next plan? After QA, what is the branch I have to create? UAT, correct?
UAT.
So I'll go to my repo again. I'll go to my branches, view all branches, create a new branch, UAT, right? Again, the source will be
Yes.
main only. Okay. So development, QA, UAT, and then pre-prod, right?
Prefer.
Again, I'll click a branch, pre-prod. I'll click on my repo. I'll click on a drop down. How many branches I have? Development, QA, UAT, pre-prod, and then main. So what is the life cycle says? First, if you have something in future branch in your local, from there you have to go to development. From development, you have to go to QA,
QA,
Yes.
QA to UAT,
UA,
UAT.
UAT to pre-prod,
Prefer.
pre-prod to
Product.
main.
main or production.
Product.
Okay, this is how the flow, right? Now, I have not worked on a future branch. Now we are talking from this stage only. Okay, from this stage of development. Now let's have something on a development branch. I'll go to development branch. In the development branch, I have something called add file. Okay. Click on add file. Create a new file. So development file 01. Created the file 01. So in my development branch, I have a file here, right? But this
Yeah.
same file is not there in QA batch 04. Correct? This file is not
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Whatever the file I have moved. So as per my plan, I have to move from development to QA, correct?
Yeah.
I'll go to development. I have a something file here. See here, development file 01. I want this file to QA, correct?
Yes.
So there is a pop-up coming here. Dev batch 04 has a recent 31 seconds ago, has recent pushes, which means it's saying, hey boss, in the development branch, there is something has been added up. Do you really want to move to next level? That is a question here, okay? Then I have to click
Yeah.
compare and pull request. Okay. I have to move from development to where? This is a source and this is a destination. QA, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is my source. This is my destination. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
By default, it will show you directly main branch, but you have to
Member.
make sure what is on your next level from development to QA, correct?
Yes.
Now you have to say moving file dev-file 01 from development environment to what?
QA environment.
QA environment, correct? This is the title. The same title I'll copy. I'll write it here. I'm trying to assign to myself. Whereas in real time, you will be assigning to someone else for approvals. Okay. As this is
Yes.
a practice environment, I'm putting my name. But whereas if you are in a project level environment and all, you can see some other names like a business analyst, someone who is not a developer. Because you need extra approvals from when moving the code from one branch to another. I'm just taking this sample example of how to move the code from one branch to another. Okay. Assign to
Okay.
myself, I'm going to create a pull request. Now, what is this pull request means? Pull request means this is going to track all your changes. See here, no conflicts with a base branch. So I'll say merge pull request, confirm merge. So now what will happen?
It will merge the two periods.
Create a development file. Okay, I'll go to my repo. In my repo, we have removed something, whatever is there in my development. Okay, that is same expected to be in a QA also, correct? That's what
Yes.
we did, right? See, development file moved in a QA branch also. You got it here?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
but this development file is not available in where? In pre-prod. No, it's not available because we have not yet moved it, correct?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
what about main? Main also we have not yet moved it, correct?
Yes.
So you guys following with me, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the stage what I did is we moved from development to QA.
QA.
This session is going to end in 1 minute. After this, I'll gonna send another invite. Okay, once this get disconnected. So
Okay.
the next task is QA to UAT. After that, next task is UAT to pre-prod. The next task is pre-prod to main. The same thing, whatever we have done from development to QA, the same stuff you have to do here. Okay. Until you move the changes till the main branch or till the production branch, this pop-up will keep on coming for you. You got the point? Once you
Yes.
reach to the main branch, which means go live is happen, which is a gone to production, after that you can't see this prompt.
Yeah.
You getting my point?
Yes.
So if you're clear on this, let's end this session. It's gonna end in 1 minute. I'll share you the other invite.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.